Gentlemen, welcome to the Hudson Middle School field for a Big Rivers contest tonight between your Hudson Raiders and the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abes. Always a tough match here, ready for the kickoff. Eau Claire Memorial will take the kickoff. You see Zach Haig, the junior forward there, number 2, ready to take off. Number 12 with his back is Matt Martinez, and the kickoff is away. Comes right back to Chase Blackman, number 5, the right back for Hudson. Goes to the center back, trying to get it upfield, intercepted by Memorial. Back touch there to number 8. That's Owen Jolly. Jolly sends it to the midfield slot there to number 6, Cooper Lyons for Memorial. Gets it out to the right flank there. Right midfielder for Memorial has it, trying to get it up on top, and does. Trying to center into the midfield there. Colton Prater for Hudson defending. Number 13 there is Sean Mountain for Hudson, and kicks that ball away. Hudson can't maintain possession, but then Colton Prater runs onto the ball, wins it. Good bit of footwork there by Prater. Prater tries to chip a ball up to the center, doesn't quite make it there, intercepted by Memorial's back. Number 12 there for Memorial again is Matt Martinez. Gets the ball to the center, back out to the left defender, up to the center forward there. Drew Osterhaus for Hudson there. Number 24 gets the ball. It's touched out of bounds by Memorial. Chase Blackman comes up from the right back spot. Throws it in with a head flick by Colton Prater, trying to get it up to Willie Douglas. Douglas trying to get it out to George Newton in number 3. Colton Prater with a left-footed shot goes up and over the frame and out of bounds. Number 30, goalkeeper for the Eau Claire Memorial Blue Golds. Eau Claire Memorial Old Abes. Blue Golds are the college team, a little too old for this. Aaron Brotzman is the goalkeeper, junior goalkeeper, number 30, Aaron Brotzman. Memorial takes the goal kick, headed into the forward area there. Number 11 for Memorial is Jack Longville, Captain Jack Longville with the ball. Slots the ball up to the center, intercepted by Hudson center back, who goes out to the left side there. Ball's touched out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Hudson Raiders. Taking the throw for Hudson will be number 13, Sean Mountain. Mountain takes the throw, gets it to Prater. Prater gets a little flick on it, intercepted by Memorial. They send it up toward their right forward position. Volleyed away by Hudson's defense. Sean Mountain takes the throw in, headed by Memorial, and now controlled. Slotted ball up through the center, trying to get it to number 12 there. That's Matt Martinez again, but it's intercepted by Blackman. Blackman gains possession, gets the ball up for Hudson. Hudson trying to send the ball forward there to Osterhaus on the right flank. Memorial just kicks that ball out of bounds to relieve the pressure. Owen Jolly, the left back for Memorial, knocks the ball out of bounds, and Drew Osterhaus is going to take this throw. See the ball kid running and getting the ball there. Osterhaus with the throw into the box area there. A flick header by Griffin Zacharias gets it over to George Newton, and Colton Prater with a shot, blocked by the shins of the Memorial team there. Number 10 for Memorial, Will Orser, clears that ball out. Up to number 2, Zach Haig for Memorial. Haig and Dylan Ferreira fighting for the ball. They call a foul for holding on Dylan Ferreira. Gives Memorial the quick start there. Right midfielder trying to dribble the ball up, and Colton Prater running on, wins that ball temporarily. Memorial back with the ball, gets it out to their right flank. Sean Mountain defending. Memorial back taps, gets a shot in with the right foot. Boy, it goes just to the left side of the goal there. Jack Gallagher thought that was going out of bounds, but a little bit of a dangerous play there with a Memorial left forward up on top there. You see number 17, that's Carlos Verduzco. Actually, if he could have got there, it could have been a backside empty netter for Memorial, but Hudson treated that a little too casually. Chase Blackman gets the ball on the goal kick to Dylan Ferreira. Dylan Ferreira, one of the senior captains for Hudson, sends the ball out to Sean Mountain. Mountain gets the ball up to Griffin Zacharias, back to Mountain with a give and go. Ball gets touched out of bounds by Memorial. It'll be a Hudson throw. Mountain with the ball on the touchline. Over to Colton Prater, number 2, the center midfielder. Prater with the ball. Prater, young freshman, one of the better ball handlers. You can see there with a step over and a turnaround and then a slide tackle. A little bit of the athletic ability of Colton Prater there, one of the best ball handlers on the team. Memorial heads the ball up to number 10, their midfielder, Will Orser. Orser gets it back to the right back, number 4, Joe Free for Memorial. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw in by George Newton into Willie Douglas. Douglas trying to get it back to Newton or Prater. And they're going to call a foul on Hudson here. Number 5 is Bryce Burlingame, ready to take the free kick for the Memorial Old Abes. Good length on that kick, headed out by Griffin Zacharias to the Memorial player there. They get it from the left flank to the midfield, and they send it back to their D for control. Burlingame over to the side. It's going to be, should have been intercepted there by George Newton. Gets all the way through to number 4, Joe Free. Free gets it up to the right side. And a long cross in. It goes up and over the net. Gallagher there, Jack Gallagher, watches that go above the post and out. And Chase Blackman's going to set this up for a goal kick for the Hudson Raiders. See number 15, Alex Lean, the right back, coming into the picture there. Chase Blackman ready for the goal kick. Sends it up and away, past the midfield mark, headed by Memorial back in. Memorial still under control here. Number 6 is Cooper Lyons with the ball. He sends it back to the center back, Memorial, and they get it back to the midfield there to number 10, Will Orser. Intercepted there by Hudson. Willie Douglas trying to flick it forward to the left forward. Can't quite get it there. Griffin Zacharias battling for the ball there. Still controlled by Memorial. Number 2, Zach Haig has the ball right now. Sends it out to the right flank. Sends it back to the middle right midfielder there. Number 11 for Memorial is Jack Longville with the ball right now. And Mountain steps up to touch that ball out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for Memorial on the right side of the field as they head toward their east goal. Good long throw in there, head flick up. Dylan Ferreira's in back, telling everybody he's got it, and he tries to clear that out. Gets it to the midfield area, but it's headed twice by Memorial and down onto the ground, and Drew Osterhaus has the ball at his feet. Osterhaus with a burst of speed trying to get it out. Memorial's going to concede that ball, and Osterhaus takes the throw. Gets it up to Colton Prater. Colton Prater, 2v3 in the back there. Willie Douglas and Prater taking on 3 defenders. Ball's out of bounds there. That should be a Hudson throw, and it is. Osterhaus with the ball here is going to take another throw in. No offsides on the throw, so I would have assumed Hudson would have been attacking on that play up near the box there. You can see Memorial's packing it back. They've got at least 8 of their 11 players on the field in the back defensively. Chase Blackman with the throw. It's off the knee of Memorial into the corner there, and the left back there, number 5, Bryce Burlingame, just sends it way out of bounds. And it's going to be a throw-in for the Hudson Raiders. You see Bob Burrows there, photographer for the Hudson Star Observer, the River Falls Journal, and ESPN limited editions. Memorial has the ball right at the top of the box. They're playing with it, and Hudson gets a shot on goal right to the goalkeeper, number 30, Aaron Brotzman, who punts that away. Yeah, good shot, a little bit of power on that, but right to the belly of the goalie. Number 9 for Hudson, Sam Schultz, sends the ball upfield there. Sean Mountain currently with the ball, trying to get it up to George Newton, and then does. Newton in with the ball. Douglas shows. The ball gets sent back to Prater with a step-over fake there. Prater gets the ball up to the left top to George Newton, and Willie Douglas has the ball on his feet, gets dispossessed. Number 2, Colton Prater, takes the throw in for the Raiders, goes to Sean Mountain. Mountain brings the ball back, chips it in up toward the top there. Nobody available until Osterhaus runs onto the ball and wins it. Sends it back to Chase Blackman. Blackman does a nice job working around the ball to get some time and space. Ooh, careful there. Ball gets sent back with a charging Memorial player. Here's Willie Douglas on the top of the box going 1v1 with Bryce Burlingame there, and he was able to deflect Willie Douglas enough for the goalkeeper to catch that ball. Hard-fought game so far. Very physical. Clean, though. Clean game. Memorial's number 6, again, is Cooper Lyons with the ball. Sends it to the midfield there. Comes out to the left mid, goes forward there, and Alex Lean, number 15, is back. Lean's got to do a better job. Does happen to find Osterhaus there, but I'm not sure that was the intended play. A lead play up to Willie Douglas, who is offsides on that play. It's going to be Memorial's ball at the spot of the offsides. Douglas got to be careful there that he doesn't get called for unsportsmanlike contact or delay a game there by kicking that ball forward instead of leaving it at the spot of the foul. Douglas needs to be a little smarter than that. As you see, the referee mentioned something to Douglas on his way by there. Burlingame for Memorial, ready to take the free kick from the back. And does. Good lofted ball. Burlingame has got good length on his kicks. Ball comes down to the center there to Cooper Lyons. Lyons sends it up to the left forward there. It's intercepted by Chase Blackman. Blackman with the ball trying to clear it. Comes down to Griffin Zacharias with the ball. Got to keep it close there, Griffin. Ball gets turned over to Memorial. A little give and go in the center of the field there. Cooper Lyons with the ball. Gets it to the center. Lean trying to send it back. Dylan Ferreira there. Hudson, a little bit of a mismatch on defense, trying to sort out who's going to take who there. Ball is now up on the attacking third with Hudson there. George Newton intercepted a pass there. Sends the ball, trying to get a ball to Willie Douglas. Can't get it through. Good job on the defense by Memorial on that play. They're going to call a foul. I think they're going to call that ball just out of bounds. It's a Hudson throw-in. Willie Douglas gets it to Griffin Zacharias. Zacharias trying to play it back to Colton Prater, but it gets sent out of bounds off a Memorial player. Sean Mountain takes the throw. Goes up to George Newton and back to Mountain. Mountain gets the ball to Willie Douglas. Douglas nearing the center of the field there on the top of the box. Douglas tries to get a shot there. It actually hits the back of a Hudson player. I think that was Osterhaus. Knocks the ball down into the goalkeeper's hands. Aaron Brotzman gets that ball and punts it away. Furious action here. Both sides, very fast-paced game right now. Alex Lean sends the ball back to Dylan Ferreira. Dylan's going to switch fields here to his left side. No, he sends it to center there. He sends it up to Prater. Prater sends it back to Alex Lean. Alex trying to chip it up to the front line to Osterhaus and Douglas. Colton Prater gets that ball, slots a ball there for George Newton, and Newton gets a shot on goal. Up and over the goalkeeper. Good aggressive play by Aaron Brotzman, goalkeeper for Eau Claire Memorial, number 30, coming out on Georgie Newton. And Newton had Hudson's best opportunity for the first goal of the game there, but the ball goes just about 10 yards to the left side of the post there and harmlessly out the end line. Burlingame with the goal kick for the Memorial Old Abes. Ball comes just short of half there. It's a flick header by Matt Martinez. Up to the top there, up trying to get it to Zach Haig. Zach Haig sends it over to the right flank there to number 10, Will Orser. Orser gets the ball up to 22. 22 for Memorial is Seth Kuiker, a junior there. Ball goes out of bounds off of Kuiker, and going to be a throw-in by Sean Mountain of the Hudson Raiders. Mountain gets that ball toward George Newton, and Newton sends it back to Mountain. Mountain tries to lift it up and over toward Colton Prater. Intercepted by Memorial. Memorial sends it forward. Gets it to the forward up in the center of the field there. Oh, slide tackle there by Sean Mountain. Nice job to get that ball deflected and away. Memorial comes back to win the ball here. Number 10 is Will Orser. Tries to send it to his outside mid. Can't quite get there. So Drew Osterhaus sends a throw in to Chase Blackman. Blackman gets it to Willie Douglas. Douglas with control of the ball. Tries to make a short pass to Griffin Zacharias, almost intercepted by Memorial. Sean Mountain gets that ball up to Colton Prater. Prater with the ball at his feet right now. Prater sends the ball back to Dylan Ferreira, center back for the Raiders. Dylan with the ball at his feet gets it back over to Mountain. And Sean Mountain sends that ball up to his left flank to George Newton. And again, Newton trying to slot a ball up the left side to Willie Douglas. Douglas taking on number 21 for Memorial, Matt McDonough. And McDonough gets a foot on that ball, but Griffin Zacharias fighting for it. Memorial did touch that ball. Sean Mountain with the ball again for Hudson. Possession going back and forth here. One team cannot master the offensive possession right now. That's a shot by Sam Schultz, goes right into the goalkeeper's belly. Aaron Brotzman has his second save of the game there. Haig with the ball for Memorial. Sends it back to the center back there. Lifts one up, trying to get it out to the left flank to number 12. Number 12 is Matt Martinez for Memorial. Has the ball on his feet on the left side of the box. Good block by Chase Blackman there. Ball goes out of bounds. Going to be thrown in by number 8. Owen Jolly from Memorial gets it to Haig. Haig sends it back to Jolly. Jolly's going to slot a ball to the center there. Nobody there but Hudson's defenders, and they clear it up to the center line. Burlingame sends that ball in, but Hudson intercepts that. Alex Lean sends it up. Griffin Zacharias, I think it was a handball there that was kicked into the hand of the Memorial player. And that's always a rule that's interesting. A handball is a intentional handing of the ball. When a ball gets kicked into a hand, it certainly isn't intentional. But in that case, they called it a handball, and Hudson will take that call. Chase Blackman gets the ball over to Dylan Ferreira as they switch fields from right to left. Ferreira dribbles the ball up, gets the ball to Colton Prater in the midfield there. Prater still with the ball, evades one defender, has another one riding him, gets the ball to Willie Douglas. Douglas going one-on-one with the goalkeeper. And that ball goes a little too far away from Willie Douglas's feet, and Aaron Brotzman was able to gather that in and punt it away. Here comes another attack by Hudson. George Newton has the ball up on the left side there, touches it out by Memorial out the end line. It's going to be a corner kick. Hudson's first corner kick of the game, and usually they go 2v1 on these initial corner kicks, and trying to test the mettle of the defense there. Colton Prater to Willie Douglas. They set the ball down. They're going to go, well, maybe they're going to loft this one in. Two of them were out there to set it down. Douglas trying to navigate the flag there that's bent at a angle that's interfering with his kick here. But Douglas trying to chip this ball into the top of the box, and does. It goes between the 6-yard line and the 18 there, and it's headed by one of the Hudson Raiders there. I think it was headed by Osterhaus out of bounds there, and that's going to be a goal kick for the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abes. Burlingame, number 5, the defender, center back there for the Old Abes, is going to take this goal kick. Both teams substituting before the goal kick, and Burlingame takes a kick, goes to the center line area there. Douglas for Hudson gets a foot on the ball, going very hard. Memorial touched that out of bounds. That's going to be Hudson's ball. That's a good call by the center ref, overruling the AR. Saw Burlingame sneak his foot between the legs of Douglas and touch that out. Prater has the ball at his feet right now. Prater trying to turn, and does. Goes upfield, tries to chip a ball into the center. And there's Santi Vergara, who's now at the center forward position there. Newton trying to maintain possession but can't. Vergara speedily running after that ball and goes back to the midfield area. Dylan Ferrara steps up. Quentin Zacharias has the ball. Griffin Zacharias has the ball, sending it forward there. Ball goes out of bounds. That's going to be a throw-in for the Memorial Old Abes. Headed to the midfield there, number 11 is Jack Longville for Memorial, fighting for the ball. Colton Prater ends up with the ball at his feet, chips it up to Santi Vergara. Vergara gets it out to George Newton, and good ball by Vergara. Newton has the ball there, going 1v1 with Joe Free of Memorial. Newton still with the ball, trying to get past him. Ball goes out the end line there. It's going to be a goal kick for Memorial. Georgie couldn't maintain possession of that ball in short space there. No score yet in the game between your Hudson Raiders and the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abes. This is Knut Johnson reporting for Hudson High School Soccer. Glad to be here with you tonight. Vergara heads that ball up. Memorial gains possession of it. Left-footed chip shot trying to go down the line. Ball goes out of bounds off the touchline there, and Chase Blackman is going to throw that ball into Willie Douglas's feet. Douglas still maintaining possession. It crosses into the field there, gets it over to George Newton and back to Douglas. Good little give and go, but ball got away from Douglas there. And Memorial is trying to get that ball upfield. Good battle by Dylan Ferreira to step in and win that ball. Gets it over to Colton Prater. Prater gets it to Vergara. Vergara has the ball, chips it up and trying to get it over. Little too far for the Raiders up on top there for Willie Douglas. And Brotzman, the goalkeeper for Memorial, gathers the ball in and throws that to his right flank. Hudson winning the ball back. Sam Schultz has got the ball. George Newton on the left side there, chips the ball up to Willie Douglas. Douglas battling, and Douglas shoots the ball, and they're going to call Douglas offsides again. Either offsides or obstruction. That either one could have been the call there. I didn't see the flag of the AR, the assistant referee on the right, so could have been obstruction as he had Burlingame on his back there, but good job by Douglas. Would have been a great first goal for the Hudson Raiders. Haig with the ball for Memorial now, dribbling the ball back to his midfield. Back to Haig, trying to do a give and go with number 9 there, Will Hayes. Actually, sorry, number 8, Owen Jolly there. Doesn't quite happen. Hudson wins the ball, sends it out of bounds, so it's going to be a throw-in for the Old Abes. You see Douglas there, number 7, the senior captain for the Raiders with the big cast and club on his broken arm there. Hudson trying to send the ball up to their forwards up on top. Newtonen with the ball, sends it back to Mountain. Mountain chips it up. Goes to Douglas. Douglas trying to get it to Vergara. They don't connect on that one. Memorial wins that ball. Dylan Ferreira heads that lofted ball to his midfield. Sean Mountain battling for the ball. Sean Mountain sending it up again into open space. Nobody there for the Raiders yet. And Georgie Newtonen with the ball. Goalkeeper's out. Misplaying the ball there. The goalkeeper was a little bit casual, but Hudson cannot get the ball in the box for an empty net shot of any kind. We should have been a little more attentive to see if we could loft one in and have somebody come in from the backside. Vergara with the ball there, trying to get it to Newtonen. Newtonen whiffs on the ball, and the ball's touched out of bounds by Memorial. It's going to be a throw-in for the Hudson Raiders. Sean Mountain, number 13, throws the ball into Prater, number 2. Prater chest drops the ball back to Mountain, into the center there. Oh, Mountain chipped a nice ball in. That was somehow fooled Aaron Brotzman there, the goalkeeper for the Old Abes, had a little trouble, had to bounce that on the ground and pick up the rebound. Hudson had a little bit of an opportunity there, but nothing really materialized. Vergara, number 10, fighting for the ball for Hudson. Prater in the middle with the ball. Griffin Zacharias, number 11, senior captain with the ball, sends it back to Blackman. Blackman, a little bit of the swivel hip move there again. He's done that a couple times to fake a defender off the ball. Douglas gets the ball up to Colton Prater, number 2. Prater gets the ball back to Newton, and Prater with the ball again tries to send a left-footed ball into the box area there. Memorial finds it laying there and tries to clear it out up to the right flank, and they do. Haig with the ball, 15, Lean bumps Haig. Ball goes out of bounds off of Hudson. It's going to be a throw-in for the Memorial Old Abes. Zacharias with the ball for Hudson. Slots it up to George Newton, and Newtonen with the ball yet. Chips it back. Dylan Ferreira, number 8, the senior captain, lifts the ball and tries to send a ball up high to the top, the front line, the forwards of Hudson. Can't get it there. Memorial has the ball. And Alex Lean, number 15, does a nice job dispossessing the ball from the Memorial Old Abes on their front line and getting the ball upfield. Douglas now running the right flank up on the top in the attacking third. Douglas, tries to get a ball. He's tripped by Memorial player. No call on the play. Douglas still with the ball in the corner for Hudson. Burlingame pushes him down. No call on that either. Burlingame was the recipient of the ball, but the defender knocks Willie Douglas down. No call. Surprised. Chase Blackman with the ball sends it up to Newton, and Newtonen trying to maintain possession. You got to be able to trap that ball better, George. Zacharias sends the ball back to Newton and can't maintain possession up on top, and the ball comes back. Dylan Ferreira getting it over to Sean Mountain. Sean Mountain evading one defender. And he's a tackle underneath. That's going to be called every time from the back. Hudson is going to have the free kick at the spot of the foul there. Looks like Chase Blackman, number 5, is going to take this free kick for the Raiders. Number 2, Zach Haig, forming a one-man wall there, 10 yards away, and he gets it to Prater. Blackman to Prater. Prater with the ball in the top of the arc there. Sends the ball into the goalkeeper, right into the belly on the right side of the goal there. Not sure if that would have even been let go, that would have went in. It looked like it was veering. Prater hooked it a little bit, went to the right side of the goal as he was facing it. Ball's headed by Hudson up to the top again. Vergara and George Newton in there. Memorial ends up with the ball. Gets the ball to the ground. Colton Prater with the ball at his feet now. Prater with the blue spikes. Evades several of the Memorial Old Abes. Gets the ball back near the top there. Prater tries to send the ball to Willie Douglas. And the ball's going to go out the end line there, and that's going to be a goal kick for the Hudson Raiders. Douglas was onside there and ahead of every defender for the Memorial Old Abes, but it was at a pace where the ball was just going to be heading out of bounds anyway. Burlingame for Memorial ready to take the free kick, the goal kick, and does. Ball goes near the center line again of the field there. Possession maintained by Hudson. Sam Schultz has the ball, trying to get it to the outside there. Memorial runs on and intercepts. That's number 8, Owen Jolly with the ball. He gets it over to number 11, Jack Longville. Longville sends a long ball up, and Jack Gallagher for the Hudson Raiders gets one of his first touches on the day and is going to punt it away here. Ball lands across midfield by about 4 or 5 yards, and Memorial ends up with possession of the ball. Number 12, Matt Martinez, slipped on the ball there. Regains possession. They try to slot it through, but nobody's there but Chase Blackman on the right side of the defense for the Hudson Raiders. Gets that ball up to Sam Schultz. Sam Schultz with the ball. Lifts a long arcing ball up to Newton, and Newton gets the ball to Santi Vergara. Santi Vergara in the center tries to slot a ball through, but it goes right to the goalkeeper, Aaron Brotzman of Memorial. Memorial sends it out to their right midfield, back to the center midfield, then back to center, or back to their right defense, and now to center as they try to switch fields a little bit here. Ball goes back to the right there. Number 4 for Memorial's Joe Free, the right back. Colton Prater wins this ball, but gives it up quickly. Prater looked like he hurt himself a little bit there, and probably did because of the result of a foul there. I didn't see exactly what happened there, but I see Prater kind of shaking his arm and rolling his shoulder a little bit. And taking the free kick for the Hudson Raiders is going to be Willie Douglas, the senior captain for the Hudson Raiders. See him adjusting his shin guards there before he takes this free kick. Willie Douglas ready to take free kick. It looks to be about 35 to 40 yards out from the net there. See if Douglas can get it into the goal box area. Douglas with the long lofted ball goes high and wide to the right. Out of bounds, going to be a goal kick for the Memorial Old Aves. Burlingame, Bryce Burlingame, the junior defender for Eau Claire Memorial, will be the Old Abe taking the goal kick here. Substitutions taking place right now on and off the field for both sides. Burlingame, short kick here, trying to get it to a teammate there. A little bit dangerous, but they end up with possession there. Center midfielders pass balls to each other. Colton Prater with the ball, and it's intercepted or taken over by number 11 there, Jack Longville for Memorial. Just out physical Colton Prater on that play. Haig for Memorial coming back to win that ball. He sends it back to his left back. They try to get it upfield, but he just gets kicked out of bounds. Chase Blackman for Hudson's going to take this throw in, and does. Goes to Drew Osterhaus, who's tripped, and that's going to be a free kick from the spot of the foul. Chase Blackman will take that free kick for the Raiders. Let's see if Blackman can loft this ball to give his teammates an opportunity. Be great if he could put it in upper shelf, but better opportunity might get it. Might be getting it to the opportunity there, and he does. It was a good ball headed by the Hudson Raiders just to the left of the post. That was a good scoring opportunity. A good ball by Chase Blackman, giving his team an opportunity to score off the header. And that ball was headed down. Couldn't see quite who hit that with the header, but Bryce Burlingame for Memorial again with the goal kick for the Memorial Old Aves. He's been busy. Ball goes across the center line there. Haig heads it over to number 14, Alex Sulzer. And Chase Blackman wins that ball, comes back. Griffin Zacharias gets it back to Lean. Lean gets the ball over to Dylan Ferreira. Ferreira trying to get the ball to George Newton in the center. Now Newton is eating up the space of players here. Newton's got to get to some green space himself here. And Colton Prater comes back, wins the ball, gets it to Chase Blackman. Blackman with a give and go with Prater. Little too far. Ball's intercepted by Memorial there. That was Owen Jolly. Owen Jolly used Colton Prater to knock it about out of bounds. And it's a throw-in for the Memorial Old Aves. Haig just clips that ball out of bounds, and Chase Blackman very quickly takes a throw-in, tries to get it to Osterhaus there, but it went over his head. Memorial won the ball. They now have the ball up across the center of the field. They still maintain possession until Memorial knocked the ball out of bounds. Hudson's going to take that throw. Here's Blackman again. He hands it off to Osterhaus. They're going to switch positions here. Osterhaus, hopefully with the long throw, gets it up toward the center there. Santi Vergara flips it forward there, but Chase Blackman wasn't able to be in that vicinity, and Aaron Brotzman, the goalkeeper for Memorial, punts that ball away. Mountain touches the ball over to Griffin Zacharias. Zacharias sends the ball up to Willie Douglas. Douglas with the ball heading on the attack again. Gets past 2 defenders, but not the third. Ball comes back out, but Colton Prater runs onto the ball, sends it over to Osterhaus. Osterhaus does a nice turn, trying to lift that ball up across the goal face, and does. There's the ball. Douglas has the ball. It looked like he was trying to set up for a bicycle kick. That looked like a handball by Memorial there. Willie Douglas in the box trying to get a touch on the ball with the goalkeeper out, and they can't quite do it. Hudson just got a little out of sorts and only had 2 people in the box and nobody near the ball there with the goalkeeper out and exposed. So Osterhaus with the ball here is going to take a throw, and that should be in the box. Hudson should mount an attack here if they can. Griffin Zacharias was there, but headed the ball back out to Osterhaus. Osterhaus sends it back in, but Memorial intercepts and trying to clear the ball out to their right flank. Sean Mountain with the ball, heads it back into Vergara. Vergara gets a touch, goes to Memorial. Memorial clears that ball out up to Zach Haag up on the top center, and he gets the ball over to a teammate who sends it further forward there on the right flank. Mountain's back already, tries to head the ball, but it goes out of bounds. Memorial Old Abe throw in here. Bad throw by Memorial. Didn't get the ball behind the head, but who's paying attention to rules today? Memorial with the ball in the right D. They send it to the center there. Trying to get it forward. Georgie Newton and gets a touch. Santi Vergara sends the ball up forward, but nobody on the right forward slot for Hudson right now. Memorial intercepts. It's Burlingame with the ball in back. Burlingame switches fields over to his right D. Joe Free trying to take a stab at that, but the ball gets turned over to Hudson. Hudson trying to get it up to Douglas there. Ball's going to go out of bounds, and Willie Douglas has the ball for Hudson. Takes a throw into George Newton, and Newton heads it back to Douglas. Douglas with the ball at his feet trying to flip it over, but puts the ball back down in front of him and speeds forward. Good move with the adjustment of pace. Santi Vergara trying to get the ball near Osterhaus there. So Vergara was still with the ball, turned on it, trying to look like he was trying to get a shot off, but no shot available there. Hudson took a throw in here, and I think the referee's calling for substitutions. Not quite sure what they're calling here other than it's going to be a throw-in for the Memorial Old Abes.
Number 12, Matt Martinez.
Flick header by Memorial, headed down by Sean Mountain. Colton Prater with the ball at his feet right now, gets the ball out to Willie Douglas. Douglas over to Mountain. Mountain trying to get it back to Willie Douglas. Ball goes out of bounds off of Prater, being used by the Memorial player there, and Memorial will take the throw in on their right touch line. Toss comes in, trying to be headed by Sean Mountain. Didn't get a head on it, but Dylan Ferreira was able to clear it away. Hudson has the ball. Newton and sends it back to Alex Lean. Lean gets it out to Chase Blackman. Blackman with a long ball up to the upper left area there. And Santi Vergara puts a header on it to goal, and the goalkeeper, Aaron Brotzman, makes another stop for the Memorial Old Abes. Hudson clearly out shooting Memorial by probably a 6 or 7 to 1 ratio here. Alex Lean trying to get the ball away from the center there and sends it out the left touchline for Memorial. It's going to be an Old Abe throw-in. Number 8, Owen Jolly to take the throw. Gets it up to his forward, who knocks it out of bounds, and that'll be a throw-in for Hudson. Chase Blackman's going to take it after Alex Sulzer sent that ball throwing out of bounds. Haag battling for the ball with Griffin Zacharias. George Newton and sends the ball back to the center back for Hudson. He gets it up to Drew Osterhaus, trying to get it to Colton Prater. Doesn't get it there. Willie Douglas battling for one ball, gets past one defender. Douglas trying to get past number 21. That's Matt McDonough for Memorial, big defender. Vergara with the ball, chips the ball in to the right, gets it into the box area. Drew Osterhaus is there, but cannot control the ball before it runs out the end line. It's going to be a goal kick for the Memorial Old Abe's. Getting late in the first half here, 0-0 game here between the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abe's and the Orr Hudson Raiders. Hudson having the better of the offensive attack and opportunities here, but the game is 0-0, so all the statistics in the world are going to tell you we have a tie. Sean Mountain fighting hard for the ball, gives it up to Memorial, number 22, Seth Kuiker. Kuiker sends the ball up to Haig. Haig trying to maintain possession. George Newton fighting for the ball with Haig. Haig comes out of that exchange with the ball, tries to send it forward. Dylan Ferreira playing one-on-one with Haig now, and Hudson gets the best of that. Newton ends up with that ball, sends it up with his left foot, headed back in by Memorial. Ball goes to the ground. Colton Prater gets a touch. Griffin Zacharias with the ball, with Memorial leaning heavy on his left shoulder there. Memorial ends up winning that ball. Memorial with the ball in the center of the midfield right now. Oh, that's a charge by Haig there, but nothing called. Santi Vergara has the ball. He tries to flick that up, but there's nobody in front of Santi. Memorial touches that ball out of bounds to relieve the pressure, and Drew Osterhaus is going to take the throw and does. It looks like we may have they're substituting in on the play. It's going to be a rethrow by the Hudson Raiders.
And for the Raiders, number 9, Sammy Schultz.
Osterhaus, number 24, ready to take the throw for the Hudson Raiders. Long throw into the box. Vergara's there trying to get ahead on it. Chase Blackman is up. Oh, Blackman gets beat from behind. Number 11 is Jack Longville for Memorial. Gets it up on top, going one-on-one with Dylan Ferreira as Haig. And Dylan wins that ball, gets tripped from behind. That should be a free kick for the Hudson Raiders, and it is. You can see Haig upset there, but and if I was a referee, I'd have let that go. Obviously, Dylan Ferreira had the advantage, dribbling the ball into free space there. Instead, they call the penalty. Chase Blackman takes the kick. He gets it up to Dylan. Dylan has the ball there, puts it on a left foot up to the left forward position to Douglas. Douglas can't win that ball, and Memorial touches that ball out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in by Sean Mountain for the Hudson Raiders here. Mountain takes the throw, gets it to Douglas. Douglas trying to flick it toward the center of the field there with his foot. And Vergara is there. Osterhaus comes on board. Here comes Chase Blackman. Blackman gives that swivel hip motion again, trying to deke out a Memorial defender, and he gets the left foot on it, but sends the ball out the end line. Going to be another goal kick for the Memorial Old Abe's. Looks like number 6, Cooper Lyons, is going to take this goal kick for the Memorial Old Abe's. Looks like Burlingame is out of the game currently and getting a little bit of a rest. So this is Cooper Lyons, the junior midfielder, taking the free kick for the Old Abe's. Good length on his kick, just short of midfield there. Blackman wins the ball, has the ball at his feet on the ground, trying to get it over to Sam Schultz. Schultz gets it to Dylan Ferreira, back to Alex Lean. Lean slots that ball up to the right side, trying to get it to Griffin Zacharias, but it goes a little too far. Old Abe's intercept, but send the ball out of bounds. Chase Blackman takes the throw, goes toward Osterhaus. Osterhaus turned the wrong way, missed the throw-in, but Memorial's number 8 there, Owen Jolly, just sent that ball out of bounds under pressure there, and it's going to be a throw-in for the Hudson Raiders. Osterhaus with the throw. Nobody for Hudson in the vicinity there. And number 6, Cooper Lyons, volleys that ball out of bounds. That's going to be a corner kick for the Hudson Raiders. You see Prater and Douglas going 2v1 in the corner there, trying to plan their strategy on this play. Change of strategy, and Douglas is going to chip this one in, and does. Chips it to the goal box there. Zacharias trying to get ahead on it. A little bit too far past. He can't drive that ball back into the box there. Ball bounces high. Chase Blackman gets up to get it, but Memorial volleys that ball away. Sean Mountain chips the ball in, but well ahead of our forwards, and goalkeeper Aaron Brotzman for the Old Aves easily catches that and drops it down to his right defenders there, who try to get it up the right side of the field. Alex Lean and Dylan Ferreira there defending in back, and Ferreira gets the ball to Mountain on the left side for Hudson, and the counterattack begins. Sean Mountain trying to get that ball upfield there. Memorial's packing it in with 2 players on the ball and doing quite well at that. Chase Blackman with the ball tries to get some free space and can't. Two attempted shots, both blocked by Memorial Old Aves from point-blank range there. Alex Lean going 1v1 there with Alex Sulzer of Memorial. He tries to send that ball up to Owen Jolly there. Ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be a Hudson Raider throw-in. Substitutions coming on for both sides. Osterhaus stops the throw and sends it backwards to Chase Blackman, who lofts that ball up into center of the field, goes all the way to the goalkeeper, Aaron Brotzman, who picks that up. And Brotzman's going to punt this ball away this time, and does. Ball's headed twice by Memorial and then by Chase Blackman until Zacharias gets it on his feet. Prater has the ball on his feet right now. Back to Zacharias, back to Dylan Ferreira. Ferreira toes the ball forward and then chips it up, trying to get it to Osterhaus there, and that ball's going to run out the end line, or the touch line on the right side, sorry. That's going to be a throw-in for the Memorial Old Aves. Minutes to go here in the first half of a 0-0 tie in a Big Rivers Conference match between your Hudson Raiders and the Eau Claire Memorial Old Aves. Good, hard-fought game, very physical, and possession's hard to come by in this game. Ball gets thrown just directly out of bounds. That's going to be a throw-in for the Hudson Raiders there. Memorial fails to get the throw-in in bounds. Osterhaus with the ball, who normally is going to send this ball deep into the penalty box if he can. It looks like he's getting a good run to do just that, and he does. Throws the ball into the center. Oh, it's a flick header by Sam Schultz over to the backside of the goal there. And no threat by the Hudson Raiders there, intercepted by Memorial and cleared out of bounds. Good job by Dylan Ferreira digging back to win that ball. He gets it out to Sean Mountain. Sean Mountain gets it back to Dylan. Dylan with a good bit of footwork gets by another defender, tries to send it to the left flank there to George Newton, and Newton trying to cross the ball into the goal box area there, but no one from Hudson there. It's cleared out by Memorial. It'll be a throw-in for the Raiders, and Sean Mountain takes that throw-in. Gets that ball up on top. Can't maintain possession. Memorial touches the ball. Hudson regains possession. Colton Prater with the ball at his feet. Prater got charged from behind there and dispossessed. No foul called on that as well. Referees are kind of letting this game go a little bit. They're letting the players decide it. Osterhaus does a nice little bit of footwork to get around number 9 for Memorial, Will Hayes, and gets the ball to number 11 there, Griffin Zacharias. Zacharias going against 2 of the Memorial Old Abe defenders, gets the ball out to Blackman. Blackman trying to get some open space and lift a shot. Gets a left-footed ball in towards Zacharias. Can't maintain possession. Dylan Ferreira there for Hudson. Ferreira and Lean a little bit confused on who's taking what ball there, and Lean sends the ball back to Jack Gallagher, who steps up on top of the box and clears this one to the upper left side across the half. Hudson sends the ball up on top there, trying to get it to Osterhaus. A little too far. Goes to Aaron Brotzman, the goalkeeper for Memorial. Gathers it in. He'll punt this away. Headed by Hudson up to Willie Douglas. Burlingame is back in the game and wins this ball from Douglas. Carries the ball up the left side and then slots the ball to the top of the box. Jack Gallagher trying to get to the ball, but Hayes from Memorial, Zach Haig, won the ball. Again, Gallagher's got to be a little quicker than that. He let Haig come on and win the ball with his feet, pull it right out of his hands. Memorial with the ball, back taps to their defenders, trying to get it back to midfield and up on top there. Memorial still has possession. Send the ball up to the top there, and that's Jack Gallagher is going to stop that ball, keeps it at his feet. Sends it out to Dylan Ferreira there. Ferreira with plenty of space, nobody applying pressure up on top for the Old Aves. Sean Mountain with the ball now, approaching the half line there, and Sam Schultz sends it back to Sean Mountain. Mountain gets it back to Sam Schultz. Schultz with the right foot tries to slot a ball up to the left forward there, goes out of bounds off Memorial, and that'll be a throw in for your Hudson Raiders. Sean Mountain, number 13, looks like he's going to take that ball. The ball's in already. Douglas with the ball at his feet now, trying to get it back to center. Sam Schultz lets the ball go to Chase Blackman. Blackman with a right-handed foot, heavy shot, high and wide to the right of the goal box there. Goals are 8 feet high and 24 feet wide, and that was about 20 feet high and 40 feet wide. So Burlingame for Memorial will gonna take the goal kick, but that's the half. Half ends 0-0. And here we are at the start of the second half. Willie Douglas and Colton Prater in the center, along with George Newton and number 3 up on top there. Get the ball to Newton, and Newton can't control the ball, and Memorial intercepts. Prater trying to win that ball back. Ball gets touched out of bounds by Sean Mountain. That's going to be a throw in for the Memorial Old Aves. Throw in up to Zach Haig. Alex Lean sends that ball across the center line there, and Willie Douglas gets a touch. Douglas trying to maintain possession of the ball, sends it to Griffin Zacharias. Zacharias has the ball. He's going to switch fields to the right side there. Nobody on the right side but a Memorial defender. Memorial has the ball in their left back. Tries to send it up to the left midfield position there to number 12, Matt Martinez. Ball goes out of bounds off Martinez, and will be a throw in for the Hudson Raiders. Chase Blackman taking the throw for Hudson, headed by Memorial. Stoppage of play, must have been a foul committed. Well, they're actually calling a throw in there. Not quite sure what happened. Must have called a bad throw on Hudson. Unusual, given the number of bad throws I've seen here. 22 for Memorial is Seth Kuiker. Has the ball, gets it, tries to get it up to the top to Haig. Dylan Ferreira trying to shield. Oh my gosh, Haig elbows Gallagher in the back. Not seen by the referee. Boy, if you saw that, Haig sticks out an elbow and tries to punch Gallagher in the back there after the play. Easily could be a card there for unsportsmanlike conduct there. Zacharias with the ball at his feet now. Gets it over to Sam Schultz with a give and go. Tries to get it back to Zacharias, but Zacharias was not going. And it'll be a Memorial throw in here. There's a bad throw that could easily be called. I don't quite get that. Maybe they called it. Did they really? I'll be darned. That at least tells me they're trying to be fair here today, folks. Good call. Hudson with the throw in there. Chipped up by Memorial. Trying to get it to Haig. Haig going to pressure Dylan Ferreira with the ball. Ferreira still with his ball at his feet. Lofts the ball up to the top there, trying to get it to Willie Douglas. Colton Prater takes a shot from about 40 yards and kicked it about 60. So the ball went well up and over the goalpost there. Nothing, no threat for the Hudson Raiders to score on that one. See who can penetrate first and get the first goal of the game here in a 0-0 tie in a Big Rivers Conference match between the Memorial Old Aves and your Hudson Raiders. Burlingame takes the goal kick for Memorial, gets it near the half there. Dropped down by Prater with his head to Willie Douglas. Douglas with the ball at his feet. Tries to get a ball up to George Newton, and Newton's not going to get there. Ball goes out the end line there, and it's going to be a goal kick for the Memorial Old Aves. Burlingame sets the ball down and will take this goal kick. Burlingame gets near midfield again. Hudson with the ball again. Colton Prater with the ball as he tries to counterattack here. Burlingame intercepts, sends it forward to his midfield area there. Sam Schultz from Hudson runs on, wins the ball, but goes back to Memorial. Plays the ball back. And then back to the Memorial Old Abe's. Ball goes up the left flank there. No one there to be found. Dylan Ferreira easily with the ball is going to send it back to Jack Gallagher. Gallagher will punt this ball away, and does. Short punt, not across to the midfield area, and Memorial has the ball on the counter attack. Kuiker has the ball, number 22 there. Tries to send it up to Owen Jolly there, but connections missed. Hudson gains possession on there. Sam Schultz and Colton Prater battling for the ball there. Prater gets knocked down. Memorial with the ball nearing the top of the arc there. Alex Lean steps in, touches the ball away. Drew Osterhaus has the ball temporarily. Sends a long arcing ball over Burlingame there. Willie Douglas trying to get it and can't catch up to it. Memorial maintaining possession. Ball goes off of Willie Douglas, and that's going to be a throw-in for the Memorial Old Abe's. Zach Haig has the ball there for Memorial. The man bun. Dylan Ferreira for Hudson wins the ball. Can't for the life of me see what players see in those man buns. It's an unappealing hairdo. I guess maybe if I had more hair and could do it, I'd try that. Willie Douglas trying to win the ball here for the Hudson Raiders. Oh, Douglas gets pushed from behind. No call. I can't believe it there. They must have thought Willie was doing a little bit of acting there, but it sure seemed like a pretty hard push. Zach Haig trying to apply one-man pressure for Memorial. Hudson gets it to the center midfield and then throws it up and over there with a kick. Goes all the way to Aaron Brotzman, the goalkeeper, well ahead of all the Hudson Raider forwards. Brotzman punts this ball away. Kuiker has the ball, trying to get it to Haig, and does. Haig still with the ball at his feet, gets it back out to Kuiker, number 22. Kuiker with the ball right now, going against 4 defenders for Hudson. And Griffin Zacharias, Kuiker gets tripped over Zacharias, no call there. Colton Prater trying to lift the ball up to the right flank there, but the only one close is Bryce Burlingame for the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abe's, who sends that ball out of bounds, but it must have touched a Hudson Raider. Center ref there you see, calling it a Hudson or a Memorial Old Abe throw-in. And Memorial with the ball right now, trying to dump and run with that ball, and Hudson's defender Dylan Ferreira is there with the ball. Sends it out to Alex Lean. Lean with the ball up that flank. Tries to get a left-footed shot, but can't get it through the defense of the Old Abe's. Ball goes harmlessly out the end line, and Jack Gallagher, goalkeeper for the Hudson Raiders, goes to retrieve it. No score in this game. We're in the second half here. Hard-fought battle between the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abe's and your Hudson Raiders. Chase Blackman back for the goal kick for the Raiders. Blackman, good length on the ball, would have gone toward the half there if it wasn't headed by Memorial down. Memorial has the ball at their feet right now. Griffin Zacharias intercepts, chips that ball up to his right. Willie Douglas on the run, trying to get that ball. It's touched by Memorial, kept in play. Goes to their left back, who puts a left foot on it, but sends it right to Colton Prater. Prater with the ball now. He'll get by a couple of defenders. Well, he doesn't quite that time. I spoke too early. Ball goes off the back of the Memorial Old Abe, and Prater takes the throw in to Chase Blackman. Blackman lifts the ball with his right foot, goes harmlessly to the right side of the goal by about 10 yards, and it's going to be another goal kick for the Memorial Old Abe's. Burlingame with the kick. Flick header there by the center midfielder. Hudson's going to actually win that ball. Gets the ball to George Newton in number 3, who sends a pass out to number 6 there for Hudson. That's Cole Little. Little sends the ball up to George Newton, and again, Newton trying to lift the ball in with his left foot, goes off the Memorial defender. All right, just went straight out of bounds as Hudson backs up. I thought that went off a Memorial defender and would have been a corner. Not quite the case there. Number 5, Bryce Burlingame for the Memorial Old Abe sets it down to take yet another goal kick. Lofted ball bounces over Kuiker, and Cole Little shields the defender, lets the ball go out of bounds, and Cole Little will take the throw in for the Hudson Raiders. He pauses, rethinks, turns the ball over to Dylan Ferreira for the throw, and he assumes a defensive position. After substitutions, Ferreira is ready for the throw-in, takes it, tries to get the ball up to Colton Prater. Prater goes down, expecting a call there, gets nothing. Solzer from Memorial takes that throw, and Newton uses number 11 there, Jack Longbill of Memorial, and it'll be Hudson's throw-in after Longbill knocked the ball out of bounds. Cole Little, number 6 with the ball here, trying to get it up to the side, and does. Off Memorial, it's going to be a Hudson. It should have been a throw-in for the Hudson Raiders. You can see Newton beside himself there. Even Memorial thought it was Hudson's ball, but the referee gave it to Memorial. And a foul is called here, and Hudson's going to be able to take that free kick. Chase Blackman sets up for the free kick for the Raiders. And just does a push pass over to Dylan Ferreira on the right. And then Dylan sends a long chipped ball up to the top of the box there. Whoa, Memorial, 2 players collided on a header. One went down. Hudson chips the ball back in, trying to get it near the arc. Memorial drops the ball down. Cole Little, number 6, battling for the ball hard, wins it, sends it back in, gets the ball to Griffin Zacharias. Zacharias with his right foot puts it to Colton Prater. Prater with the ball now sends it over to the right D to Chase Blackman. Blackman chips the ball up in toward the goal for the Hudson Raiders. And goalkeeper Aaron Brotzman, number 30 from Memorial, wins that ball. That was a good ball by Chase Blackman to give his team an opportunity to crash the goal and try to score. Cole Little battling Haig there. Haig wins the ball with some arm battles there. Memorial with the ball to the right side of the box. That's number 11, Jack Longville, with the ball battling Dylan Ferreira. Ferreira gets the best of that battle. That's a well done. Oh, my gosh. That's a terrible call. The foul was obviously on the Memorial Old Abe grabbing and clutching Dylan Ferreira on that play. And yet they call the foul on Hudson. Eau Claire Memorial is going to get a free kick here. Number 10, Will Orser, captain for the Memorial Old Abes, a junior midfielder. Number 11 is going to take this free kick for the Memorial Old Abes. Newton, and 10 yards away, is going to be a single-man wall. Number 3 there for Hudson. Orser for the Old Abes sets up. He's going to loft this ball right in front of the goal face, if I'm not mistaken. And does. He sends that ball up. It's headed by Memorial, but it goes out onto the top of the box. Santi Vergara gets the ball, tries to send it out to the right side, and does, but there's nobody from Hudson there. Left back for Memorial sends it back in, and Jack Gallagher mistouches that one, but then gains control of it on the second hop there, gathers it in. We'll punt this one away. Punt past midfield this time by Gallagher. Colton Prater touches it down, but gets it over to George Newton, and Newton can't maintain possession. Memorial wins the ball and turns it. Zacharias intercepts, sends it back to Cole Little, who sends it back to Zacharias, who then sends it to the center back, Dylan Ferreira, for the Hudson Raiders. Evades one player, then 2. Chips that ball up to the right side there. Nobody for Hudson. Oh, there's Willie Douglas actually ran on for that ball. Douglas chips the ball into the box. It's headed out by number 21, Matt McDonough, for the Memorial Old Abes. Hudson hasn't had as many scoring opportunities in the second half as they did in the first. They've got to put some combination passing and playing together to see if they can get opportunities in that attacking third. Colton Prater sends the ball back to the thrower. He sends it forward, and it's touched by the Old Abes. Chest trap in the middle goes to Zach Haig. Haig trying to get that ball up on top. Cole Little with the ball there. Gets it to Dylan Ferrara. Ferrara tries a back tap there to Alex Lean and does get it out there. A little bit of a casual pass there. Alex Lean with the ball now. Back taps to Cole Little. Cole Little chips that ball up to the center line there. Sulzer from Memorial back taps it. Here's Zach Haig again for the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abes, trying to get that ball over to his teammate there, and does. Memorial trying to get that ball up on top, can't quite get there. George Newton and gets it back to Griffin Zacharias. Zacharias and Newton going in between three defenders. Does maintain possession to Santi Vergara. Vergara sends that ball up, and Willie Douglas is called offsides yet again. Willie's had the problem in the last couple games. I think in one of the last games I called here, I think Douglas was offsides about 7 or 8 times. And so far this game it's been, I think, 4. Burlingame ready to take the free kick from the spot of the offsides for the Old Abes. Alex Lean for the Raiders trying to win that ball, but Memorial actually wins the ball. Play is stopped there on a whistle. And a yellow card to the Memorial Old Abe. Not sure what that was all about. Maybe it was dissent in some language. Referee gives the first yellow card to Eau Claire Memorial. Chase Blackman will take the free kick for the Hudson Raiders. Time is called here. Coming out of the game there for the Old Abes. Let's get a good look at his number. I think that's number 11, Jack Longville. And it is. Longville gets the yellow card, comes out of the game for 1 play at least. Blackman with the free kick at the spot of the foul there. Vergara gets a touch on the ball, comes backwards. Memorial Old Abes, Zach Haig intercepts that. Battling out there is going to be Santi Vergara and the Old Abes, and Vergara obviously hanging on the offensive players, never going to win that call. Old Abes with the free kick here, a lofted ball into the box area there. Oh, and a header just rockets a little bit wide right of the goalpost there, but that was an excellent scoring opportunity off the free kick and header. Hudson will be happy to take the goal kick here after that went wide right.
For the Abes, number 4, Joe Freed. For the Raiders, number 24, Drew Oscar Hughes.
No score in this game. Hard-fought affair. Hudson's had the better of the offensive opportunities overall in the game, but not many in the second half here. Goal kick taken by the Raiders comes to Zacharias in the center. Zacharias tips it back to Alex Lean. Lean tries to send the ball forward, goes off an elbow of a Memorial player. Zacharias sends a longer ball up to the top here, trying to get it to Drew Osterhaus. There's a header, ball headed by Santi Vergara down to Willie Douglas. Douglas trying to get a little kick flip in there. Vergara trying to win that ball, but possession's maintained by Memorial. Uses Santi Vergara, and the ball goes out of bounds, and that's going to be a Memorial Old Abe throw-in. Good use there on Santi for Hudson. Memorial throw-in here. Ball's bodied by Zacharias down. Vergara got a touch on the ball, can't maintain possession. A little backflip to Zach Haig here, and Haig really sprinting down the field here, slots a ball for Memorial. Memorial gets a scoring opportunity, but goes a little bit too far past. Oh my gosh, ball goes all the way across the face of the goal there, and Gallagher, and on the backside there, Alex Sulzer sent a good ball in, went all the way across out the end line there. Luckily, Gallagher did not make a play on the ball there. That was a little bit of a dangerous play, and Hudson could have been scored upon easily in that sequence. Goal kick is taken by Hudson, headed around by both sides. Ball gets to the feet and then back to the head of Memorial Old Abe's. Oh, there's going to be a call here. It's going to be a yellow card on Drew Osterhaus with the run-in with number 4, Joe Free there.
Play smart, Black. Keep your head. Keep your head. Keep your head. Don't retaliate. That's not going to be good. Dude, he was way past the kid went straight. What? Hang in there, Joe. Hey, Evan.
It's going to be a free kick here by Bryce Burlingame of the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abe's. After the foul by Osterhaus there, Burlingame sends the ball to his left side there. It's intercepted by Hudson, gets to Willie Douglas. Douglas with a chest trap and then sends that ball high and far up to Newton, and Newton had an opportunity there, headed it right to the goalkeeper though and didn't give himself an opportunity to score there. Brotzman sends the ball out to Joe Free. Joe Free, the person who received the foul from Osterhaus and got the free kick. Free sends the ball up there to number 14, Alex Sulzer. Sulzer back to Free. Free sends the ball into the center there. Gets the ball to Zach Haig there. Hudson's going to take a free kick after the foul is called against Memorial there. Chase Blackman for Hudson with the free kick. Solon wants to push his players up for these free kicks, get them up there. Blackman gets a good foot on the ball. Gets it up near Willie Douglas there. Douglas gets a right-footed shot, goes just to the right of the post and out of bounds. That's going to be a goal kick for the Memorial Old Abe's. Goal kick taken by the Old Abe's goes past the half. They maintain possession. Zach Haig with the ball there, sends the ball back. Comes back up forward, intercepted by Alex Lean of the Raiders. Gets the ball back. Number 14 is Sulzer with the ball for Memorial Old Abe's. Gets it up to Zach Haig with a little heel tap there. Cole Little of the Raiders sends it back up, but it's headed back by Memorial into the zone. Cole Little with the ball. Haig with a bump and a push there is going to get called for that foul. The ref telling him to go straight up. Hudson didn't get the ball to the spot of the foul. Referee calling for it back to start the play there. Chase Blackman again with the free kick for the Raiders. Getting a little chippy. Number 2, Zach Haig for Memorial with the earlier elbow to the back of goalkeeper Jack Gallagher has maintained his chippiness throughout the game here. Willie Douglas with the ball at his feet here now on the right flank for the Hudson Raiders. Douglas should play the ball back here into the open man. He tries to go 1v2 though. He gets around one defender but not the other. Sends the ball back. Now they're going to call a foul on Douglas. Douglas wondering what he did there, but Burlingame with a nice long lofted ball up, goes past the center line there. Memorial does maintain possession. Hudson gets a touch there, and Cole Little steps in and tries to get the ball away. Memorial still with possession of the ball here. Free sends the ball out to Sulzer. Sulzer on the right side there. George Newton runs on top and wins that ball temporarily. Cole Little still has the ball at his feet. Try to get it to Newton, and Newton tries to slide it back but didn't pass it far enough. Newton ends up with the ball again, gets it to Cole Prater. Colton Prater sends that long lofted ball up, trying to get it up toward Willie Douglas there. See if Douglas can win this ball. Ball goes out of bounds off of number 8. And it's going to be Hudson's throw in here. Douglas with the throw. And he drops it, and Chase Blackman's going to take the throw. Two able arms is going to get this ball farther into the attacking zone than Willie Douglas could have. So Chase Blackman sends the ball into Sam Schultz. Sam can't control that ball. Does a good job of shielding, gets it back to Blackman. Blackman sends the ball into the top of the box area there. 5 Memorial Old Abe's and no Hudson Raiders near that ball. Memorial clears that out, and I think that's been Hudson's problem the whole day, as they've only had 1 or 2 kids in the box fighting against 4 or 5 old Abes there. Alex Lean trying to maintain possession of that ball on defense, and Memorial wins that ball. It goes along the end line there and carries the ball out of bounds. It's number 11, Jack Longbill, a little bit, played a little chippy himself here. And they're calling a foul, or they're going to call a ball's out on Hudson out the end line. They're going to give a corner to Memorial. Taking the corner is going to be Will Orser, number 10 for the Memorial Old Abes. They don't do the 2v1 tactic here. It looks like Orser again, like his last corner kick, is going to loft this ball into the 6-yard box area there. You see Joe Free, number 4, open at the top of the arc. Orser sends this ball in, and headed by number 6 there for Memorial. That's Cooper Lyons. Ball goes out of bounds. Cooper Lyons, not a very good attempt on the header there. Just lollipops it up and way to the right of the goal there. Blackman will take the goal kick for the Hudson Raiders. Let's see if Hudson can get into a good plan of attack here and see if we can get a few more guys into the penalty box and the goal box area when we create those opportunities and get the ball up there for them. Vergara with the ball here now with the left foot shot. A little bit too much of this where it's dump and run and easy ball, and actually, uncharacteristically, Memorial just chips that ball out of bounds, or thought they did. Hudson keeps it in. Vergara going 1 against 2 here. Can't win that battle. Memorial sends that ball up and out of bounds there. Cole Little, number 6, is going to take this throw. Throws it to Griffin Zacharias. Zacharias gets it back to Little. Little is going to play it. He's tried to play it upfield, but it's knocked out of bounds off Selzer. And Cole Little's going to take this throw again. It looks like there's going to be substitutions on the field. Dylan Ferreira is going to take this throw in, senior captain for the Hudson Raiders. Ferreira throws it into Prater. Prater gets by 1, and then another defender gets the ball up to Santi Vergara. Vergara trying to turn the ball, and trying to get it up to Prater, but goes to Newton and then to Prater. Prater with the ball in the top of the box. Prater gets knocked down, not going to get that call. Prater's going to have to be a little stronger on that ball and not hope for a penalty like that. Number 2, Zach Haig for Memorial sends that ball out. Haig dropping back and playing more of a midfield position than the customary forward position he's been playing most of the game. Willie Douglas trying to send the ball up, intercepted by Memorial, but then Griffin Zacharias gets the ball, goes back to Prater here. Prater in the center mid with the ball for Hudson, gets the ball over to Sean Mountain, number 13. Mountain trying to switch fields over to the right top, gets it to Santi Vergara. Vergara trying to get the ball up to Prater and does. Prater with good opportunity into the top of the box here. Prater's got to find a way to get some space and turn and fire on that ball. Prater getting the ball out to Sean Mountain. Sean Mountain with a little bit of space trying to lift it in, kind of shanks it off his foot to the right side there. Zacharias there, but Sam Schultz with the ball now. Loses control of the ball. Mountain with the ball again for Hudson. Mountain chips the ball in toward the goal and it goes right to the goalkeeper, Aaron Brotzman. And we got to put a little more pressure on Brotzman in goal there instead of just lofting balls to his belly. With the ball is Sulzer for Memorial. He tips it up, trying to get it there to number 10, Will Orser. Orser trying to get the ball out to teammate Seth Kuiker on the left side there. Hudson wins the ball. Chase Blackman tries to send it up. It's blocked by Zach Haig. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for the Hudson Raiders. Throw-ins taken. Hudson maintains possession. Ball goes over to Sean Mountain. Mountain, number 13, gets the ball up to the left side to George Newtonen. Newtonen with the ball to the center there. Gets it to Colton Prater. Prater with the ball. Sends it out to the left side to Newtonen again. Newtonen in the dead corner for Hudson, trying to consider lifting the ball up and in. Gets by one defender, then the other. Gets the ball to the center of the box there. Hudson's Willie Douglas was there, but didn't anticipate that push pass across the goal face there. Hudson might have had the first goal of the game. Memorial trying to clear that ball out. Sean Mountain trying to run it down. Dylan Ferreira going 1v1. Dylan wins that ball, and Dylan's dribbling the ball to the center of the field there. Gets it up to the top right towards Sonny Vergara and Willie Douglas. Colton Prater with the ball on his right foot there in a little bit of open space. Tries to cut between two players and does. Doug and Prater with the ball sends that's a good shot by Prater. Prater had a dipping ball that it was only about 3-4 feet off the ground, dipped down, and goalkeeper Aaron Brotzman had to make his first really tough save of the game against the Hudson Raiders shot. That was a good ball by Colton Prater. That's the way to take it to goal. Hudson trying to maintain possession of the ball here and midway through the second half. Prater with the ball at his feet again, trying to get the ball up on top, but I believe Willie Douglas was called offsides yet again. Two players up there, that could have been Newton as well. You like an aggressive style of play. There's nothing wrong with an occasional offsides, but when it starts happening 4, 5, 6, 7 times a game, you got to check yourself there and make sure you're making an angled run and you're even with those defenders and not past that last defender, to be called for the offsides, which is gauged at the time of the kick. So a little bit tricky of a call, but when it happens that often, again, that's something you better be checking yourself and correcting. Dylan Ferreira, a good bit of defense there on a kind of a casually played ball by Hudson. Douglas trying to get the ball to Newton, and Newton getting the ball a little too far away from him there, but does maintain possession, does a nice step over move there, and a little soul roll, another step over. Can't quite get past that last defender. Number 4, Joe Free, knocks that ball out of bounds. That's going to be a corner kick for the Hudson Raiders. Free trying to claim that it was a goal kick, but there's no way. Joe Free knocked that ball straight out of bounds off of Georgie Newton in there. Prater taking a little bit of liberty, putting that ball on the very outside of the arc there. It must have been an underinflated ball there. You can see him squeezing, checking the pressure, but you see Prater putting that ball on the outside of the arc. I'm surprised the referees are letting them get away with that on the free kick there. But Prater takes that free kick, goes all the way across. It's headed in for a goal for the Hudson Raiders. It looks like Willie Douglas got a head on that. Well, he's running on that play. Colton Prater with the corner kick there, and luckily that they didn't call Prater on putting that ball on the outside of the arc like that. Hudson at the 74th minute into the game gets the first goal of the game. Goal is by Willie Douglas on a header from Colton Prater. And Douglas, I think, is Hudson's leading scorer on the year, doing well up on top to put the Raiders up 1-0 in this game against the Memorial Old Abe's. Memorial ready to kick off, down 1-0 in this game, 74th minute of a 90-minute game. So the Old Abe's have 16 minutes to see if they can find an answer here. Hudson certainly would be helping itself by putting another goal up on the scoreboard there. Ball goes out of bounds off Memorial, but they're going to give that call to Memorial. They're going to call a foul, I believe, and that's going to be set down for a free kick there. Ball's lofted up by Memorial, but headed out by Hudson. Memorial gets possession again, and there's Zach Haig in the box there. Oh my gosh. Hudson trying to clear that ball out. Gallagher trying to clear the ball, and Colton Prater got absolutely leveled in the box area there. He's probably still down. And is. Looks like Prater got it in the face or in the jaw area there. Checking his teeth right now. He just got absolutely leveled by Eau Claire Memorial on that play. After all that, they're going to give a throw into Memorial here. Memorial with the ball down near the end line there. Kick a ball in. It goes across the goal face there and headed by number 6 for Memorial, Cooper Lyons. And Gallagher makes his best save of the year there on a very tough ball. It was crossed in by Memorial all the way across the goal face, headed down by Cooper Lyons, I believe it was. And Jack Gallagher stopped that cold. Good, solid save by Jack Gallagher. Well done, Jack. Memorial putting the pressure on here, obviously down 1-0. Have to give it even a little more effort. Dylan Ferreira on defense there, clears the ball out of bounds. Going to be a throw-in for the Memorial Old Abe's. Hudson's got to be a little careful here that they don't get casual in the last 10 minutes or so. Oh, that was a throw-in out of bounds to a throw-in there. If I was a referee, the center ref there, I'd give the throw into the Hudson Raiders. And he does. Good call, center ref. I'll be darned. You see, normally if you set that ball down or underhand it to another player, they'll let another player take that throw. But the player overhand threw it to his other teammate, and it stayed out of bounds, and the center ref gave it to Hudson. Best call of the game by the center ref. Hudson trying to win possession here in the midfield, gets knocked down. Number 21, Matt McDonough, pushes Santi Vergara in the back there, no call. Memorial with the ball on the left flank there. They get it up to the left mid spot there, defended by Chase Blackman. Blackman gets it to Willie Douglas. Douglas trying to send it up on top. Nobody there for Hudson. Goalkeeper Aaron Brotzman comes out to win that ball. He's going to punt this away and does. Ball goes toward midfield, little past midfield there. Brought down by Memorial. Memorial gets it to Sean Mountain, who sends it upfield, headed by Hudson. Joe Free from Memorial sends that ball out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for the Hudson Raiders. Sean Mountain, the left back for the Raiders, will take the throw and does. Gets it to Zacharias, who gets it back to Mountain. Mountain better get rid of that quick. Memorial is charging to the ball quickly now. Mountain, a little bit of overhandling there, going into two defenders and getting dispossessed. Got to learn to get rid of that ball while there's space to get rid of the ball. There he does a better job. Mountain sends the ball up towards George Newton, and Newton doesn't fight for that ball, and Memorial wins it. Maintains possession. Number 6 for Memorial is Cooper Lyons with the ball. Gets it out to Zach Haig. Haig with the ball now. Turns trying to get it to a teammate there who didn't step up. Hudson's going to take this throw, and it's a quick start by George Newton and getting it to Santi Vergara. Vergara gets it out to Newton, and on the left, Newton in the corner there for Hudson again. Best opportunity to lift it and cross it here. Instead, he tries to go down the line and go into the heart of the defense, going against two defenders there. Does get a left foot across, sends it to the box. Nobody there for Hudson. Douglas tries to get a volley off of a header. Ball drops to the left side of the goal there. Memorial maintaining possession. Kuiker with the ball, gets it up to the side there to his teammate and back to Kuiker. Ball goes up the left side again, trying to get it to the forward, but it goes helplessly to Dylan Ferreira, who sends it over to Sean Mountain. Mountain trying to get it to the center. A little bit of a dangerous pass there. Mountain with the ball back again on the left side, trying to get the ball up to Santi Vergara, and does. Vergara, nope, sorry, it's Georgie Newton, and Newton sends it back to Mountain. Mountain gets it back to number 9, Sam Schultz there for the Raiders. Tries to switch fields over to Willie Douglas, and does. Douglas trying to trap it, getting a little casual there, Willie, with a man on, and that ball goes off the hand of Memorial. That's going to be a throw-in by the Hudson Raiders. And they're going to make them rethrow after substitutions here. About 10 minutes left to go in this game. 1-0 lead by your Hudson Raiders.
In for the A's, number 12, Matt Martinez. For the Raiders, number 16.
Solem may substitute liberally to help take a little more time off the clock near the end here. Fine line between, good sportsmanship and delay of game, which referees will warn coaches for if they do substitutions on every out ball. But you got to play the game how it's allowed to be played. And if I know Solem, he will probably substitute liberally as he can to take 30 seconds or so off the clock each time with a substitution. Hudson sends the ball up to the right flank there. Nemi Spasic in the game for the first time there for Hudson. Ball goes over. Colton Prater's on the sideline there trying to win the ball. Goes off of Prater. They're going to call a throw-in for Memorial. Prater not happy with that. Chase Blackman with the ball in the back. Tries to send it over to Dylan Ferreira and does. Ferreira sends it back to Willie Douglas. They got Douglas playing in the back, probably for his speed and safety back there. Newton with the ball on the left flank. Vergara with an overlap. Newton sends it back to Sean Mountain. Mountain sends the ball back to Willie Douglas. Douglas playing in the back right now. Douglas trying to chip a ball up and in. Harmlessly goes to Aaron Brotzman, the goalkeeper for Eau Claire Memorial. Brotzman with the punt. Well across midfield. Good punt by Brotzman. Headed by Sean Mountain. The header goes out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abe's. They'll bring the ball back closer to where that went out of bounds. There we go. Joe Free for the Memorial Old Abe's ready to take the throw in. Ball's headed out of bounds. Excuse me. Headed out of bounds by Sean Mountain there. It's going to be another throw in for the Memorial Old Abe's. Free with the throw in for the Abe's. Old Abe's. Trying to get the ball into the box area and does. Willie Douglas volleys it out. It's going to be out of bounds. Going to be another throw in. We don't mind taking 30 seconds every time they get a ball out of bounds like this. Free with the throw in yet again. Boy, I love the fact that they're wasting time like this. That sure helps Hudson. Ball goes closer, deeper into the box that time. It's cleared out by Hudson. Vergara trying to win that ball. Sean Mountain trying to get that ball out of bounds. Douglas has to be smart here with the ball as well. Sends it to the middle, a little bit dangerous there. Joe Free knocks it back in. Ball's headed up, goes to the top of the box there, trying to get it out as Alex Lean. Willie Douglas sends the ball outside. It's going to be a throw-in for Memorial again. Hudson's getting a little casual. They should be able to maintain possession and start a counterattack rather than just knocking that ball out of bounds. That just guarantees you that the Old Abe's get one more opportunity. Solom can't be happy about losing composure defensively like that. Ball's headed in, top of the 6-yard line there. Hudson with the ball. Sean Mountain trying to get it away and does. Santi Vergara with the ball. Let's see if we can get into some open space and pass some players here. Vergara passed a couple of players, still has possession of the ball, trying to get the ball up to the other forward. Can't slot it through. Nemi Spasic was probably going to be in an offside position anyway if the ball clearly made it through. Dylan Ferreira with the ball for Hudson. Ferreira with some of the best footwork on the team gets to Prater. Prater gets that ball up on top too. George Newton has the ball. Little heel pass to Santi Vergara. Vergara with an opportunity, chips the ball up, and it goes over the top post. And that's going to be a goal kick for the Memorial Old Abe's. Asking for a ball from the ball kids on the side. There's number 21, Matt McDonough for the Old Abe's. Gets it back to Bryce Burlingame, number 5, who's going to take this kick. Boy, I'll tell you, the sense of urgency by Memorial is not to be found here. There's finally the goal kick taken by Burlingame for the Old Abe's. Willie Douglas sends that ball back up. It's now at the feet of Colton Prater. Prater sends the ball back to Chase Blackman. Blackman, the right back with the ball, sends the ball up on top. Trying to get it. Nemi Spasic is up into that area there. Ball goes out of bounds. I think that went off of Spasic, and that's going to end up being they're calling that ball out of bounds off Memorial. That's wonderful. Hudson's going to get that throw in there on the side. And Hudson's in no hurry to take that throw, which is the right way to be. So there's Hudson casually using their time appropriately to go toward that ball in the throw-in. And normally that's another way to waste another 10 seconds is have somebody else take the throw once you've worked your way over there to take the throw. Here's Hudson with the throw-in. Trying to get the ball to Vergara on top of the box. Vergara takes a shot, and Brotzman has to go down onto the ground. And they're going to call a handball in the box, and that's going to be a foul, and that's going to be a penalty kick, which will be taken here by senior captain Dylan Ferrara. Ferrara doesn't miss many of these PKs. He's probably one of the cooler guys on the team for composure. Ferrara takes a shot into the upper corner, and that's the way to do it, Dylan. That's an excellent penalty kick there by Dylan Ferrara, and Hudson takes a 2-0 lead over Eau Claire Memorial in the 85th minute. So 4 minutes and 56 seconds to go in this contest, and Memorial has a serious hole to dig out of now, being down 2-0. Hudson up 2-0 on the Memorial Old Abe's. That's what we like to see. Good job, Dylan Ferreira. Didn't see what caused the PK there, though. Either was somebody get knocked down in the penalty box or it was a handball in the penalty box, which is a penalty kick. Free with the ball for Memorial, trying to get it forward. Newton and intercepts. Santi Vergara overtakes the ball. Willie Douglas sends that ball up and out to the left side. You'll see Hudson with 4 minutes to go. They're going to clear big, and it's going to take time to get balls back into play. Douglas playing defense on number 11 there for Memorial, Jack Longville. Number 6 with the ball, Cooper Lyons. Foul by Hudson there. It's going to be a free kick by Memorial. Number 10 for Memorial, Will Orser, is going to take this free kick here, spots the ball. Free kicks are always scoring opportunities. Hudson's got to be a little careful here and not get casual. 2-0 lead is much better than 2-1. Ball goes up inside the 6. It's headed out by Hudson. Great job defensively on that header, clearing it out of bounds. Ball does go out of bounds. It's going to be a Memorial Old Abe throw in there. Would have loved to have seen George Newton in there try to touch the ball and use the Memorial Old Abe by touching the ball into his shins before it went out there. Doesn't do that. Memorial Old Abes get the throw in here. Another dangerous opportunity. Ball goes into the box there. Newton, in fighting for the ball, tries to just clear it out of bounds. And that time, unintentionally uses free running into the ball. Goes out of off a free out the end line. That's going to be a goal kick. And you'll see Hudson's clock management here at its best, where they're going to be fairly casual about their timing there. And there's Jack Gallagher not hustling, and Chase Blackman as well. Good clock management by Coach Solom and the players here, taking as much time as they can to end this game with a 2-0 score. Blackman gets the ball to Dylan Ferreira. Dylan's going to waste a little time there, gets the ball to the outside there to Alex Lean. Lean sends a nice long ball up the right flank there, gets it toward Nemi Spasic. Spasic, number 16, is out on that right flank there. And Spasic, number 16, with the ball, had it temporarily, lost the control of the ball. And Zach Haig has the ball here, trying to get it up into their attacking third. Douglas battling for the ball hard, wins that ball in the confusion, and Colton Prater runs on and wins it. Trying to get the ball up. Santi Vergara is going hard for the ball. Ball goes out to the right side there. Vergara still hustling, trying to win that ball. Good job by attacking up in the forechecking, I say, up in the attacking third there. Zacharias wins the ball here for Hudson. Good bit of good ball control by Zacharias with the ball at his feet. Nice job, Griffin. Douglas with the ball to Prater. Prater with the ball now. Prater with the ball goes back to Dylan Ferreira with the ball. Hudson, you can see Hudson's doing a much better job of just maintaining possession of the ball with their defense in the open space. And Memorial's not doing much to attack them to win that ball back. Ball is touched by Alex Lean there, but it goes off the Memorial player. They're giving that ball, they're giving a corner kick to Memorial, but I'll bet if you watch that replay, the ball comes off of Alex Lean's foot, and the Eau Claire Memorial player, number 11, Jack Longville, actually touched that ball out the end line. That should be a goal kick for the Hudson Raiders, but they're going to give a corner kick to Memorial. Will Orser, number 10, the senior captain, junior captain for Eau Claire Memorial, is going to take this free kick. He chips the ball up toward the goal box area there, and that's a goal right off the corner kick. Oh my gosh. Jack Gallagher misplays that ball and went right behind him. So with 1 minute and 10 seconds left to go in this game, Eau Claire Memorial ties it. Will Orser, the junior captain for the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abes, takes a corner kick and hooks the ball right over the goalkeeper, Jack Gallagher's hands, and into the back of the net there. Oh my gosh. Well played by Orser of Memorial, too casually played by Hudson on that play. And it is a 2-1 game with 1 minute and 10 seconds to go. Hudson has to work hard to get the ball in the Memorial side of the field and keep it there. Prater and Vergara ready to take the kickoff for Hudson. Prater with the ball at his feet tries to get it forward and does. He dribbles it forward and knocks it down into the corner. It's going to make Memorial work and make the whole 110-yard run toward the goal every time. Memorial with the ball. Hudson sends it back up. Vergara with the ball at his feet there, being attacked from behind, and Memorial wins that ball. Zacharias sends that ball all the way back down to the goalkeeper, Aaron Brotzman. Brotzman's going to punt this away. You're going to see furious activity by the Memorial Old Abes here, and for Hudson, you better see big clears way down the field. There's a good play by Brotzman there to get back in his goal and grab that ball with Santi Vergara coming in. Sean Mountain heads that ball to the center of the field there. Memorial maintains possession. Hudson gets it. That's Sam Schultz trying to clear the ball big, and that time he does. He gets it down into the corner there. The ball goes to Burlingame for Memorial, trying to gather it in. Burlingame tries to send it up to the left side, kicks it out of bounds. Fatal flaw for Eau Claire Memorial as the time runs out on this game, and Hudson wins the game 2-1 for the Big Rivers Conference lead. Hudson is still unbeaten in the Big Rivers Conference. A heck of a game today, very physical game, fast and furious pace. Overall, a pretty well called game by the referees here, but Hudson wins this game 2-1 over the Eau Claire Memorial Old Aves. Signing off for the Hudson Raiders, this is Knute Johnson. Have a great day.